stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Reynolds. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Reynolds. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Off the play fake. Reynolds. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Gibson. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. And even 40 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll go with a keeper. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Detroit, Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the carry is Henderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit!
They'll run with Henderson. Finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Reynolds going up top. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Henderson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The 13 yards that time at a first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They'll run here with John Kelly. Powers through. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down. Reynolds. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Throwing again. Reynolds. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On first down, Reynolds. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56. Over.
From the gun, Reynolds. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Detroit getting set to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Set. Blue 90.
On play action, they'll throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And avoids the contact by sliding. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Reynolds buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cowboys have recovered. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Reynolds finding room to the 20. That one caught by Gibson. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On 1st and 10, Reynolds steps away to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Operating from the gun, Reynolds. And this one's incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
All right, now, lucky 56.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Throwing on 1st down. Reynolds. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw again, Reynolds. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down, Reynolds. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
So out now come the Lions. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing deep for Galladay. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Room to run past midfield. Wide open receiver complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go to Johnson again, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Reynolds. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake. Reynolds. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom.
closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Reynolds. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in. For 6. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On second down, Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Back to throw here. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. And even 40 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
On first down, they're going option left. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and goal from the 1.
Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the gun on 3rd down, Reynolds. He's going to loft one. And got his man complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 41 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Off play action. Reynolds. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Reynolds. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Reynolds. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. The Chiefs have extended their lead in that one. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake. Reynolds. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He'll drop to throw. To the right and complete to Galladay. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete here.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Reynolds is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Reynolds. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jalen Reeves-Maybin in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
Operating from the gun, Reynolds. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home game.